The best go 3 abreast.
It is showtime at Williams Grove Speedway.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here at Eldora Speedway, it's showtime!
You got 'em 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the world of outlaws.
It's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
Set to do battle for 30 laps. The green flag is waving.
Hello again, it's MRN's Wing Nation, presented by Hercules Tires, right on our strength, and by Grunt Style here on Motor Racing Network. We are so glad you joined us. Erin, Evernham, and Steve Post here. And Erin, if I'm this geeked up 8 days ahead of going to Knoxville, I can't even imagine what next week's going to be like.
I know. I was just saying, can't we get to the 360 Nationals?
Yeah,
can't we hit
exactly.
Oskaloosa?
You poor people that have to deal with me on the airplane and everything else. I am telling you what, I'm going to be bouncing all over the place. I don't know when I've been more fired up about how good things are in sprint car racing.
Absolutely.
And we're going to showcase it over the next 10 days at Knoxville, the 360 Nationals this weekend, and, of course, the 410 Nationals, the 58th running of the Knoxville Nationals. Coming up on today's program, I think maybe a couple other guys that might be a little geeked up, although they're so mild-mannered, I don't know that we'll sense geeked up.
Yeah, probably not from Sammy. Maybe
not
from Kerry.
either. Kerry Madsen and Sammy Swindell, a couple of guys that are loaded and ready to roll into the famed Marion County Fairgrounds. Hey, I got a chance. I'll tell you, the fabulous Lincoln Speedway on Saturday night. I love Lincoln.
Yeah.
I really do. Chase Dietz picked up his 3rd career win. Man, he got into some lap traffic, and they had to go elbows up. They were all over him. Did a great job. You know, and I did a vlog on this, and you can check out our vlogs at wingnation.com, but I kind of want to restate it here on the show. What's happening in central Pennsylvania, we have documented so much. You have all the great history at Williams Grove, okay? And we've got all the bright, new, shiny stuff at Port Royal. And we've got all the good changes at Sealands Grove. And what Colton Gauss and Scott Gobrick are doing at Babs Motor Speedway is so great. And what I'm going to say next is not a mock, not a slam on anybody, okay? Here's the reality of Lincoln. We don't talk about Lincoln because they've had bright, new, shiny stuff all along.
Yes.
They put in new grandstands and nobody says a word, and they sit down in these beautiful state-of-the-art seats.
Yep.
They have great lighting. They've had it for years. You know, Lincoln has kind of been this gold standard.
Staple. Yep.
Yes, of great Saturday night racing. And to me, the telltale is this, okay? This past weekend, all the attention in central Pennsylvania was focused on Greg Hodnett, the Living Legends Dream Race, and Port Royal. And I walked into Lincoln, and 16 people said, why aren't you at Port? Why aren't you at Port? I said, because I'm in Lincoln. And there's great racers here at Lincoln. Okay, 24 410s at Lincoln, and the grandstand was 3/4 full.
Yep.
I mean, it's just, you just know they're doing good when on what may be considered an off night, they still have a full house of people and a full field of cars. They don't have off nights at Lincoln.
No.
Okay, they have nights when Dietrich and those other guys show up, and then they have nights when some of those guys don't show up. But it's great racing.
Yes. I think the track itself, the shape, provides great racing. It's, I mean, again, nothing against Port Royal, Williams Grove, but those are big, fast tracks, and sometimes when they get spread apart, they get spread apart. Lincoln, you're always in lap traffic. You're always in traffic.
Yeah, Lincoln's just been doing it forever. And it's been the gold standard track up there, and there's no sign that it's not going to be that way going forward. So, yeah, we love the new shiny things. We love all the changes up there. We love the history of Williams Grove. But, by gosh, I'm telling you, Lincoln Speedway is fabulous. That's what they should call it.
The fabulous.
Maybe I'll get on that. Maybe I'll see if I can get that trademark, their campaign. Yeah, the fabulous Lincoln Speedway. Great time. Thanks to everyone up there at Lincoln Speedway. And hung out with the Beer Hill gang.
Oh, shocker.
Oh, you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. Had a ball. Had a great time. Hey, yes, indeed. Classic Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery Hot Topics. How about the old guys? The youngster, Danny Smith, 61 years old. Won Ohio Valley Sprint Car Association in Portsmouth, Ohio. 44th consecutive year with a win. I say he's the youngster because 62-year-old Sammy Swindell, he won the Arctic Cat All-Star Circuit of Champions at 34 Raceway. Okay, here's the thing that just strikes me about this. Okay, I think they're both at 44 years of winning, or 44, 45, something like that, okay? This is not the first time this year they've won. It was Danny's 7th win of the season, okay? It was Sammy's 6th win of the season. That's just so it's not like they lucked into one, they lobbed one out there and got lucky on it. They're just stomping people across the country. A lot of it 360 racing, and then they're doing that. That's where they've settled in. But they both jump in a 410 and just go out and whoop everybody, whoop all the kids. Yeah. It's fantastic.
They do a fantastic job.
It really is. We're going to talk to Sammy in just a little bit because I don't know if you've noticed it or not, but he's hashtag still winning. I think that hashtag, we're going to be talking, we're still use that hashtag 20 years from now.
I thought it was funny like 10 years
ago.
Yeah,
I thought when they first come out with it, when they first had it, I'm like, oh, this is cute. It just keeps going. So great stuff. You and I chatted a little bit about this. I don't know what light switch Brett Marks figured out.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. But I'm telling you what, I think there's a lot of teams that are looking for that light switch. That boy is rolling.
And when he wins one, he puts an exclamation point on that.
It's an old mud hall stopping is what it is. But I think what it boils down to, and Brent has shared with us, like he's won more hard charger awards. He is always passing cars. The difference is when he starts up front, he's just putting laps on them. When he starts in the back, when he has trouble qualifying, he's passing forward. So, wow, Brett Marks, okay? I love this story from Attic on Friday night. Travis Philo, the 5T car. Travis has been racing for years and years up there. Just great racer. Great guy. Goes out there in hot laps and blows it up. And you got to be thinking at that stage, is oh, dear God, what in the wide world of sports does this mean, Crew rolls up their sleeves. He goes out and he wins the heats and wins the A-Main, his first A-Main win of the year. Isn't that sweet? I love that.
It's a good story.
Travis Philo, man, that's a good guy. That's a real good guy. And finally, on our hot topics, Justin Sanders. Now, I saw Justin Sanders. You want to talk about it. You're taking one car, one driver, going to Ocean Speedway, and you get to pick the driver. I've got Justin Sanders. Okay, that cat gets around that racetrack as good as anybody. Well, apparently it's not just Ocean Speedway. He was filling in the Clyde Lamar 3C. This is King of the West Series. Yep. Tanner Thorson was running in the Truck Series race at Pocono. Okay, so Tanner normally drives that famed 3C car. They throw Justin Sanders in there, and he just parks it on the front stretch in Victory Lane. I mean, that Sanders kid, I'm telling you, you want to talk about another name that, that Justin Sanders is a name we're going to have to keep an eye on.
There's so many on the West Coast
That's
right
the
now.
problem. Where it's like, we must have 72 eyeballs to keep an eye on all of these people. So Justin Sanders picked up the win. And really, as far as hot topics, we're going to talk to him after the break. Kerry Madsen, 2 wins. Jackson and Knoxville.
Good timing.
The madman's on fire. En fuego, as they say. That's what the cool kids say, Erin. So there you have it. Classic Ink, screen printing and embroidery, hot topics. Classic Ink, of course, T-shirts, hats, towels, hoodies, whatever you need. You need them for your race team. If you need them for other sporting teams, maybe a church event, maybe anything else, check them out at www.classicinkusa.com. Stay with us. The Madman, Kerry Madsen, joins us next.
For over 50 years, drivers in sprint car, midget, micro, modified, and even dirt late model have taken the checkered flag on Weld Racing Wheels. Legendary drivers like Joe Saldana, Carl, Mark, and Steve Kinzer, Doug Wolfgang, and countless other racers have trusted Weld Racing Wheels for their superior strength and lightweight construction to finish ahead of the competition. With 50 years of race-winning engineering and technology, American-made Weld Racing Wheels are designed and built to withstand virtually any abuse you throw at them. Weld Racing, proven speed.
Sage Fruit is a high-quality grower, packer, and shipper of Washington State apples, pears, and cherries. Sage Fruit believes in sprint car racing. Sage Fruit has been a proud sponsor of sprint cars for the last 15 years and a proud partner of Wing Nation for the last 3 years. We love sprint car racing, and we are there for our sprint car fans. Sage Fruit works hard to deliver an exceptional eating experience. We value our relationship with sprint car fans and appreciate your continued support of Sage Fruit. Ask for Sage Fruit at your local grocer.
O'Reilly. If your vehicle isn't stopping like it used to, head to O'Reilly Auto Parts and take advantage of the Do It Right rebate. Stop by and purchase a set of Brake Best Select brake pads and 2 Brake Best Select rotors, and you'll receive a $25 O'Reilly gift card by mail. Plus, enjoy quiet, safe, worry-free braking. O'Reilly Auto Parts, better prices every day. Limits apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Paul McMahon. One has a degree in engineering, the other has a degree in beer consumption. Science, figure out who has which. Wing Nation on MRN.com.
Thank you, Paul. Yes, the engineer, Steve Post, the beer consumer.
Well, there is something to be said.
Well, exactly. Yeah, maybe both of us have the degree in beer consumption. One of us, Erin, has the degree in engineering. So welcome back. It is MRN's Wing Nation, presented by Hercules Tires here. Hey, want to remind you that next week, we've talked about Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, every night, it's Textron Off-Road Wing Nation, presented by Sage Fruit. If you're in Knoxville, we're there at 6 o'clock. If you're not in Knoxville, shame on you, okay? But we're going to be on MRN.com. The Cushion's going to have Facebook Live, and that's every night at 7 Eastern, 6 o'clock Knoxville time, right next to the Iowa Beer Bus.
I was just going to say that.
And the Iowa Beer Bus, now I understand, I just got breaking news that they now have some liquor drinks, too. Well, that's what we need for our show. Yeah, that's what we, yes, exactly. All right. Hey, let's get to it. The Weld Racing Hotline is fired up now, and a driver that is hashtag still winning, Sammy Swindell, is on the line. Hello, Sammy. Welcome back to Wing Nation.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Sammy, you pick up the ride in the Thone car, you go out, you string together 4 straight nights, 10th, 6th, 2nd, and 1st. Boy, that's a great way to make a debut with a new team. Congratulations on the great run. Tell us about how it came together and getting up to speed with those guys.
Well, it was just, we were trying to do some things with the 3-car, and we were having some issues with the motors, and we weren't going to be able to get things ready to do that, in this shorter time period. So Brandon got a hold of me, and, we just, I said, well, I can come up and do these 4 races. So, he was ready to give that a try, and we just went together and tried to put things together, the best way I thought, and just took the stuff that he had, and we just got it all kind of working together. I mean, we still could be better. I mean, you can see we got better every night, so there's still a few things that we need to work on, but I mean, he's kind of jumped in there and are doing the little things we need to do. But I mean, the guy's got some great stuff. I mean, it's I was impressed when I got there with his cars and engines and stuff, and that's the biggest part of it. So if you have the right equipment, it's just organizing everything and making sure all the details are are not looked over. So with that, and he's got Davey Whitworth helping some, and he came to 2 of the races. So between the 3 of us there, I mean, we just get together and say, okay, well, this is where we're at. And we're trying to figure out where we need to be to move forward. So it all came together real quick, and I think it was pretty successful in that short period of time so far.
I'd say very successful in a short period of time. Sammy, when you go, you mentioned that that you went and met with the team and they had great equipment. Obviously, with your experience in going and seeing this stuff, is there a point where you're just going to know that this deal is going to work, or is it not until you get in the car and get some hot laps and start to feel the car? I mean, everyone's got to have different chassis, wings, different combinations. Like, is there a time where you're just like, all right, this is going to work? When you first get in the car, or when you were at the shop, when did you feel like, this is a good deal?
Well, I mean, when I first got there, and then when we started going over some of the stuff, and it was really close. I mean, I just asked Brandon about coming there and said, just let me, to look through everything so I know where we're at. So when we get to the track, I know what you have and what options we have, and so that was a big help. But he, just pretty much everything was there. But we just had to go run it first because it's everything's a little bit different from what I'm used to. Not much, but just a little bit. So we had to just try to put the best program together there for that first night, and say, well, okay, well, I think we should be here and here, and we tried some of their things they were doing and some things that I was doing, and then we kind of worked it all together and made changes each night. So, but everything's there.
Well, I'll say everything was in victory lane, too, on Sunday night. That is for sure. So, Sammy, the news came out last night, which I don't know that anyone was shocked by this, but the formal news came out that you're going to be driving the car at Knoxville for the 410 Nationals. We know you got the AG Reigns, the 3G car for the 360 Nationals, so now all of a sudden you've got about 10 days of work lined up, it looks like, anyhow, along the way. How do you move forward with the team as far as getting ready for Knoxville now, while also working on the 360 thing? How does that work as you go forward?
Well, I mean, they went back home to Wisconsin and are just, all the things we talked about and things that we maybe were a little short on or we needed to be a little bit different. They've got things coming together on that. The 3 car, I mean, we've had a week or so off, so and we were in pretty good shape. So, that thing should be, I know he'll probably be up here the next day or so. So we'll be ready for that. And then it's just your normal go to the racetrack and see what you got and make the best of it.
Boy, I'm telling you, it's added in. If Knoxville didn't have another layer of excitement, that is added to it. Sammy, I had one of my Twitter followers reached out and said, "Hey, are they going to keep the number 59, or are you going to have a different number on the car for the 410?" Have you guys even talked about anything, or is there anything special for that, or what's the game plan for the 410 car?
Well, I mean, just briefly after the race there at 34, so we'll just see what they come up with here in the next few days.
Yeah. Stay tuned, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, a little mystery out there, too. A little mystery. Sammy, it's a pleasure chatting with you. It's a pleasure watching you race. We're so excited now. We're going to see you when we go to Knoxville next week. We'll be watching you this weekend. Congratulations on still winning, and best of fortune over the next 10 days or so out in Knoxville. We wish you the best.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a great year this year. I mean, with the stuff we've done earlier, it's the last few months or so with that, we're either first or second almost every night. So it's been a fun year, and I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it indeed. Thanks again for the time, Sammy.
Okay, thank you.
The legend, Sammy Swindell. It just keeps going.
Yeah, and I love how
better.
We talked about before, we probably wouldn't hear too much excitement even though he's on rails. And there wasn't all that much excitement. He talked a lot about what they still have to work on.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so we'll see. Stay tuned. Yeah. And stay tuned to see what we talked a little bit after 34, and then there's something there. Hey, let's step away because the Madman had something there as well this weekend. Batten down the hatches. Kerry Madsen, he joins us next.
The American Sprint Car Series is back for its 27th year. Whether you're catching the Lucas Oil ASCS National Tour at tracks like Williams Grove, Skagit Speedway, Knoxville Raceway, Lucas Oil Speedway, or any of the 6 regional tours across the United States, you'll find the ASCS Nation racing at a track near you. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram today. Then see the full schedule, track-by-track history, updates, and more at ASCSRacing.com.
Looking for custom racewear and embroidery? Do you want your race fans to represent your race team with trendy, original apparel? Contact Classic Ink USA, the new standard in custom screen printing and embroidery. Located in Greater Pittsburgh, Classic Ink USA's professional staff utilizes state-of-the-art facilities to transform your ideas into an attractive wearable piece. From custom track swag racewear to trendy quick crew wear, Classic Ink handles it all. Find out how you can get started. Contact Classic Ink USA screen printing and embroidery at the track and on your back.
The National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum in Knoxville, Iowa is open year-round 7 days a week for race fans to celebrate sprint car racing. With over 30 original open-wheel race cars and sprint cars on display, the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame, movie theater, and the world's largest selection of sprint car merchandise. Visit our online store at sprintcarstuff.com to view all of our sprint car merchandise. Or when in Knoxville, stop by the only museum in the world solely dedicated to sprint car racing, the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum, located in the sprint car capital of the world, Knoxville.
This is Shane Stewart. I was wondering why Bigfoot sightings happen whenever Steve Post is in town. Now I know.
And what is it? Abuse the host day here from our friends. How about that? Welcome back. It is MRN's Wing Nation. Always a thrill to talk to Sammy Swindell, and likewise, just love. I love talking with Kerry Madsen, but I really enjoy seeing Victory Lane pictures of Kerry Madsen even more. And he joins us now on the Weld Racing Hotline. The Madman, Kerry Madsen's on board. Hello, Kerry. Welcome back to Wing Nation.
Oh, thanks, man. How are you?
I am well. I read a little quote from you at the end of Knoxville on Saturday night, something to the effect of, it's a pretty good time of the year to be running well. I would say, how do you, congratulations on the win. Tell us about them and just overall the speed that you guys have.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been kind of a lean year, to be honest. And, I thought we've been really good, actually. It's sometimes in racing that I always say if it's not your turn to win that night, it doesn't matter what you do. Sometimes circumstances work against you. So I felt like we've been quick all year, and the speed's there, and you just got to trust the process, I guess. And this weekend it came all together. We went 2 in a row. We went Jackson on Friday night All-Star Show, and then come back to Knoxville, and we actually started pretty deep in the field at Knoxville. Guy gave me a great car and come up through, and sometimes it all just works out.
Kerry, when you say sometimes it all just works out, I mean, obviously there's more to it. You and Guy have speed. You've been running a little bit more lately. Talk about it. Is there any more to it? Have you found something in the car? Is it just more racing? Is it really just your night? Or is it, all right, you start 13th, you pass a few cars, and you're like, all right, I got this. I've got the speed. Like, is there more to it than just timing?
Yeah. I just feel like, we've been working all year and working through, trying different things and just trying to get the best combination. And, every year there's always something a little different. You always got to make some adjustments to whatever it might be, different conditions, different tires or whatnot. So we've just been working through that, and it just feels like we're just knocking on the door. And finally we went through it, and we got the car the way we wanted it. And so we got the car the way we wanted it, and just sort of worked out, and we've just been progressively get better every week, I feel like.
Execution at that point, once you get the car where you want it. Exactly. How important, we get into this debate every year, Kerry, and I'm going to throw you into the middle of the debate as well, because there was 54 cars there. There'll be another 40 or more that'll be added when we go running for the Nationals, for the big event. How important is it from a momentum, from a track prep time? Is it to basically before the national start, the last time the 410s rolled on the track in Knoxville, you parked it on the front stretch in Victory Lane. How important is it to have that Knoxville fast car right now, this week, this time of the year?
Look, I think going into the Nationals, you want to be confident in your team and your equipment, and I feel like you want to go in there knowing exactly what you want to do. I feel like if you're struggling rolling in and you might try to bring a different car, or you're going in with a different style of setup or something, it just brings in that little bit of uncertainty. And when you hit the track in qualifying and the heat race, you've got to be 100%. You've got to just be full confidence, 100%, and sort of know. I feel like you know what you're doing, so you don't have to bring any sort of trick plays in or a trick setup, and that confidence definitely means a lot at Nationals.
For sure. Kerry, what is your plan for the next 10 days? Assuming you're going to run the Cappy Classic, but are you going to do 360 Nationals? Are you going to run Oskaloosa, or some of it play it by ear?
Good question. I was actually wondering that myself. I don't know. Call the guys today and find out what their plans are for the weekend, and I'm up for everything. So I guess we'll find out. But we sort of just race week to week, and we don't have a sketch schedule that we don't chase the Outlaws or not do Knoxville points, so we can do what we need to do. And but I was kind of hoping we had a good weekend last week and got through. So we'll see what they want to do.
Stay tuned. We got two stay tunes at the end of these interviews today. So great stuff. Kerry, congratulations on the wins and the momentum going into Knoxville. I know we'll see you next week out in Iowa, but thanks for the time. Congratulations on the success, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, mate.
There we go. The Madman, Kerry Madsen. Stay tuned. That's the theme. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Sammy, stay tuned. Kerry, stay tuned. You know, and they're two guys. We saw it there. If you're watching this on video, they're two guys we saw racing side by side in Knoxville for the win. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Hey, let's step away because we've got more Wing Nation coming up in just a moment.
Citywide to countryside, whatever you drive, wherever you go. Hercules Tires has the value, selection, and industry-leading warranty to get you there, no matter where the road takes you. To learn more, visit HerculesTire.com. Hercules Tires, ride on our strength.
Aggressive Hydraulics, where we engineer the cylinders that move your business. We specialize in designing and manufacturing purpose-built, application-specific hydraulic cylinders with superior precision and performance, making OEM products stronger, crafting cylinders that operate on a global basis in a wide variety of industries and applications. Get aggressive with your cylinder challenges. AggressiveHydraulics.com.
Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, pick up 5 quarts of Castrol Edge or Valvoline Full Synthetic Motor Oil for $28.95 and get a $10 O'Reilly Auto Parts gift card by mail. Protect your engine from sludge and wear with Castrol Edge and Valvoline Full Synthetic at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limits apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Terry McCarl. One has a World of Outlaws win and has made the A main of the Knoxville Nationals. The other was the first one in line at the breakfast buffet once, or many times. Wing Nation with Steve Post and Erin Evernham.
All the hits are out tonight. Welcome back.
Tough crowd.
And I'll tell you what, I'm
liking it.
I may have to go to HR on this one. They're just abusing me a little too much here. Welcome back. Appreciate T-Mac joining us. Hey, by the way, T-Mac going to join us on Saturday on our MAV TV show. Ashley and I talking to Terry McCarl. So, hey, one bit of news. Parker Price Miller out of the Destiny car. How about Brock Zierfoss picking up the ride? And going to launch their debut at the Capitani Classic. Oh, yeah. Well, welcome aboard. Oh, my gosh. And then Parker Price Miller. Okay, dude, don't give us the when one door closes, another door opens. Yeah. Tell us what that door is, okay?
Stay tuned.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm going onto your Twitter account every 20 minutes to see what in the world of sports the law firm is doing. So let's go, Miller. Is it Miller or Price Miller? Price Miller. Price Miller. Okay, Price Miller, let's go. Let's get that announcement out there so that we know the door that opened for you in this critical time of the year. National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum, turn number 2. Birthdays are Keith Hall and Darrell Dawley yesterday. How about today? Kyle Larson's birthday. Yeah. Jeff Bloom has a birthday coming up. Leon Chum, Angela Howerton, Kenny Irwin Jr. would have had a birthday on Sunday, and our buddy Wayne Johnson. Why are you laughing?
Because I know he'll be celebrating.
Yeah, Wayne Johnson, man, that's a good dude right there. He might be celebrating big. He might be celebrating real big on Sunday. There you go. Hey, this coming week, the Hall of Fame, just amazing stuff. The members-only VIP reception on Thursday. Bobby Allen, Jacob Allen, Logan Schuhart, hosted by Bruce Ellis. The good news is you can just walk up today and buy membership and get to that VIP reception. Friday, the Golf Classic. Saturday, the auction. The auction will be simulcast over the internet. That's all coming up next week, and we'll certainly document this between now and then again and again and again. Coming up on Thursday here on MRN's Wing Nation, MRN's Wing Nation Weekend by Hefner Racing Products, Clint Garner, the reigning champ of the 360 Nationals. Love chatting with him. He's such a good racer, just a good dude. And as we mentioned, Saturday, T-Mac joins us on MRN's Wing Nation, presented by Sage Fruit on MAV TV. So we're getting closer and closer. Oh, my gosh. They're opening up the gates to the Marion County Fairgrounds on Thursday. I think Hodnett told us last week he's leaving today.
Yeah, and Sammy's, his T-shirt trailer's already parked.
Yeah, first T-shirt trailer parked was Sammy Swindell. They probably have sold a couple dozen by now. You know, that's how Amy rolls with that thing. She ain't as scared to sell a T-shirt, that's for sure.
No.
So Sammy Swindell has won the T-shirt battle. We'll see who wins all the races. Thanks to Sammy and Kerry Madsen. More important than all of that, though, thank you for joining us here today.
Wing Nation has been brought to you by Hercules Tires and by Grunt Style. Wing Nation can be found on demand at mrn.com, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Wing Nation is a production of the Motor Racing Network. All rights reserved.